guys, it's Danielle over at DIYDanielle.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make some easy baskets, small baskets. I built some shelves in our laundry room. They need to be small. They're just going to hold some socks and the shoes are going to go behind them. The circle for the bottom, it is 9.5 inches diameter, which gives us 1/4 of an inch on every side seam allowance. And we are hoping for I cut my fabric to 10 inches tall, so I'm going to try to take off as little of a seam allowance as I can because I do want that height. I wanted it to be like 11 inches total, but I didn't have enough fabric for that, so we're doing 10 inches and we'll take what we can get. So I've cut fabric for both the inside and the outside. Let me show you. So I'm making a total of 5 bins, and the inside or outside will be this fabric, and the inside will be this fabric here. And I will be able to reverse them if I want as well. So you want 1 circle cut and 1 rectangle cut for each inside or outside. So altogether I have 10 of each, 10 circles and 10 rectangles. Okay, the first thing we're gonna do is with all our rectangles, we're gonna fold them right sides together and we're gonna sew right up along here. I'm going to be using my serger because that's what I have out, and it'll do the job I need to do. You could certainly use a sewing machine as well. This is not knit fabric, this is a woven. I like to finish the edges with the serger, which is why I like using it in this case, just because these tend to fray. Yes, and seam allowance. Use the seam allowance you've accounted for. So I think I accounted for 1/2 inch seam allowance here. And again, just gonna sew right up this side, and that's it. And then I'm gonna do that to every single rectangle, so I've got 10 of these. Okay, so now that you have sewed your side, you want to identify if you've got an upside and a downside. So this fabric has writing on it, so I want to make sure I put the bottom on the right side, of course, and the bottom is down there. So we're going to flip it, and we're going to face this right sides together like this. Now I know that I have a 1/4 inch seam allowance here. So I can pin this all the way around and sew around with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. I am not a pinner, and I hate pinning for using the serger, so I'm not going to do that. I live a little dangerously. It probably would be better to pin carefully because, of course, your serger will hit the pins and it'll break your needle. So you just have to be very careful. But I'm just going to sew around. Okay, so once you've got both your bags made, your inner and your outer, you're going to put them right sides together. And try to line up your seams so they're even. And then you're going to sew all the way around, just leaving a spot to turn and top stitch when you're finished. And now it's right sides. You can turn it right sides out through this hole. And the nice thing about this is it's fully washable, so I can throw it in the wash if I want. Show the bigger hole. Oops. So when you pull it out, both the bags are going to be like this. So you're going to tuck them into each other. this. And ideally, you'll want to press these so you have some nice looking seams here. And see, there's your gap, and you're going to close that up. You just fold it over a little while you're sewing so you can kind of sew that closed at the same time. And again, if you want to press this, it'll look nicer. Just make sure you work all of your seams up. And there you go. So, and the other thing you can do is, if you want, once you've pressed it, if you want to add like a little bit of a different look to it, this is after you top stitch, of course, you can turn the edges over so they can see the inside and the outside, looking at your shelf. How about that? I didn't video myself top stitching this all, but you can see this is what they look like when they're finished with the rolled over tops. I may go back and insert some stabilizer in these at some point, but overall they do stand up on their own as long as people don't push them down and leave them that way. I really quickly added a letter with iron-on vinyl with my Cricut machine, just to put a letter for each person's shelf. So D for Danielle, for example. This is what they look like in my finished laundry room. Make sure to check out the video and blog post about that project. And thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe and keep an eye out for other projects. I'll have more information on this project on my blog, DIYDanielle.com. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.